Good morning and welcome to your QiGong practice for today. We have lots of folks that are getting the recordings from today's class. So yeah, I'd like to say welcome to all our new students. And also, most important, I would like to remind everybody to do what works for your body each and every day. So if I do a movement that doesn't work for you, please modify it. Please do what works for your body. And for many moves, I will show modifications, but if I do a move that doesn't work for your body at all, come back to our breath. So we're going to place our hands just below the navel, over the belly, and we're going to take deep inhales and exhales through the nose. So as you inhale through the nose, expand the belly into the hands. As you exhale through the nose, the belly goes back towards the spine. Inhale, exhale, and continuing at a pace that works for you. And even though you may be watching the recording, I said good morning, you can do this any time of day, I would say, other than maybe within a few hours of going to bed, because we are going to do an energizing practice today, one that I think is great for the morning. So maybe you don't want to be waking your body up before you go to sleep. There's other QiGong routines we can do to really assist with getting to sleep and staying asleep. Do one more round of deep belly breathing. And when you're done, release the arms down. And we're going to go into spinal cord breathing. So you want soft knees. You always want your legs about shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward. And we never want to lock out our joints. So you want soft knees. Bring the arms up like cactus arms, looking up if that's okay for your neck. And we're going to inhale through the nose again, and as we exhale through the nose, we're going to curve through the spine, tuck the chin and the tailbone, and the forearms come towards each other, but they're not touching. So we inhale as we're coming up, open the chest looking up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. This is a great way to open up the spine. Get that chi, that life energy moving even more in the body. Last one here. Let the arms float out and down to the sides. Now we're going to turn on the hips and the waist and let the arms swing and let them knock across your low body. So you're not forcing anything here, you're just letting the arms swing. And then with a light fist, we're going to knock up just below the collarbone on either side of the chest, activating our lungs. And then we're going to open the hand and knock up over the shoulder. There's energy pathways called energy meridians that run through the body. And the one we're knocking all on here, all along the shoulder, there is more than one, but this is gallbladder 21, which is said to be good for clarity of thinking, decision making. And let's come back down to the lungs with that loose fist. And back down to the waist and the low back. On your next exhale, cease knocking on the body. Just let the arms swing. And then we'll slow it down, slow it down. Let's come to stillness. And we're going to be doing some focus today on the kidneys, on kidney energy for vitality. And also, it's winter, and kidneys are the organs associated with winter. So we want our kidney chi, our kidney energy, which cleans the blood. We want that flowing really well this time of year. So let's knock on our kidneys with the backs of your hands. Knock up and down, low back, either side. Coming down right into your sacrum, getting the energy flowing here, waking up our adrenal glands, which sit on top of the kidneys. This tapping or knocking that we do on the body is called chi massage. So let's open the hands, and then this time we're going to slap down the backs and the outsides of the legs, all the way to the ankles, and then we're going to slap up the inside of the legs to the abdomen, back around, and slap down again. We'll do this 3 times. We're getting the yin meridians as we come up inside of the legs, and yang meridians down the backs and the outsides. Last time up. Beautiful. Knock on those hips. And then we're going to knock on the leg gates where the legs join the body. Let's bend and straighten here. Bend and straighten. One more. And pause. Open your hands. Put your hands here and just feel the energy running in your legs. Beautiful. Now we're going to get our digestive energy going here. Knocking right over the navel, waking up all our internal organs. Then come up to the solar plexus just beneath the ribs. This can be quite tender sometimes. We can hold emotions here. And then come below the navel to the belly, known as the lower dantian in Chinese medicine. Now we're going to make circles. So we're going to go up the right, down the left. Up the right and down the left is the direction of digestion. One more circle here, and then we're going to come right back over, then right over top of the navel. Alternating light, loose fists. And then let's bring that to a pause. Bring your hands over your belly button and close your eyes. And just notice what you notice. Beautiful. Now we're going to wake up our heart and our lungs a little bit more. We're going to tap right on the chest, right up and down the sternum. And then we're going to bring the right arm out, tap over on these lung points again, just below the collarbone, and we're going to open the hand and we're going to slap down the inside of the arm. That's the yin meridian to the wrist. Then we turn the arm over and we're going to slap from the wrist all the way up to the neck and shoulders. We're tapping up the yang meridians. We're waking up our life force energy, getting it flowing. And then come back. Let's come over to the other side, knocking on that lung point, then open the hand, slap down the inside of the arm to the wrist, turn the arm over, and slapping up the outside to the neck and shoulders. Back down again. Up to the neck and shoulders. And because I can't count, this might be time number 4, but that's okay. A little extra chi never hurts. And we're knocking up and down on the sternum again, waking up the heart. And we're going to, this time, instead of inhale and exhale out the nose, we're going to inhale through the nose. We're going to exhale out the mouth with a sigh, like, and that's the heart sound, the healing sound for the heart in Chinese medicine. So we're going to inhale. One more time. And just release the arms down. Close your eyes and simply notice what you notice. You may have some tingling in your fingers, your hands, other areas of your body. That's your energy, your life force energy moving. Beautiful. Let's come back. And let's warm up upper back, neck, and shoulders just a little bit with scattering chi. So we're going to bring the arms up and just let them drop. Beautiful. So bring them up again. We want soft knees here. And we're going to bring one arm in front, your left, right arm in back, and coming over to the right side, we straighten the legs. Then we bend the knees as we come back to center, arms back up. And then we bend the knees again and we go to the other side. Right arm in front, left arm in back. And your palms are facing away from each other. So we inhale through the nose here, mouth exhale to the side. And again, honoring your body, you can do this as gentle or as rigorous as you wish. This is great to clear tightness and tension in the muscles with the mouth exhales. Also great, mouth exhales are also great for clearing stress. One more to each side. We come back to center and let the arms drop. Beautiful. Let's do, now that we've got some heat going here, we've got our energy activated. Let's press our palms down towards the floor, arms out to the side. And let's find a really nice stretch for our neck and shoulders. So bring your ear, let your ear gently go towards one shoulder. And there's no forcing here, just let that go as far as it wants to come comfortably. And breathe. Breath is one of the, deep belly breathing is one of the best ways to loosen off that tightness in the muscles, releasing tension. Now on your next inhale, roll your head back, and then exhale, chin comes forward and down with your head on this angle. as long as it doesn't pull too much on your neck. If it does, back it off. And if you have some tension or tightness at all in the neck and shoulders, feel free to do mouth exhales as your head comes forward. Next time your chin comes forward, we're going to roll it down to the chest and roll the head over to the other side. Beautiful. Now slowly roll the head back and forward. Inhale up, exhale down. Last one, bring your chin to the chest, release that, give your arms a little bit of a shake. Beautiful. Let's come into a wider stance. We're gonna do a movement called move the body like a river. So we want to be nice squat stance, and again, if it's more comfortable for you to be up or have your legs more narrow, do what works for you. That's what you got to do. You got to do what works for you. And we're going to bring our body bring your hips over to the right side, bring your weight over to the right leg. And as we go back to the left, you bring your hips first, then your torso, and then your head. So it's hips, torso, head. Moving your body like a river. Remember to keep breathing. And come a bit lower if that's okay for your body. If not, stay more upright. If you're down here, you want your back parallel to the floor, looking down at the floor and breathing. And then slow this down, come to center, and come over into a forward fold. Having the knees bent as little or as much as you need. So release that upper back, neck and shoulders. The low back will release, let gravity do its thing. I always have my knees bent a fair bit due to tight hamstrings. Breathe here. Then bend the knees, and we're going to very slowly roll up, let those arms hang. And one hand over the back of the other. We're going to come up into a gentle back bend. And we're going to exhale and come right back down. We're going to go into full body flow here. Bend the knees. Inhale up. Exhaling down. Inhale up. We'll do one more. Arms up, and then inhale up and exhale, arms down to the sides. Beautiful. Now we're going to bend the knees again, and we're going to do a slightly different version of move the body like a river. So what I invite you to do is bring your right hand up facing away from you and the left hand up facing away from you. And we're going to move over towards the right, and then we're going to switch the hands so the left arm's on top now as we go towards the right. And we're just moving the body, opening the side ribs, opening the spine to the side. We did front and back. So your top arm leads that palm. Whichever way that top palm is facing, that's the way that's the direction you're flowing. We'll do one more to each side. And then come to center, and we're going to come over into a forward fold again. This is really good for the low back, the hips. And simply notice if you have a little bit more flexibility, you're in a bit deeper stretch this time. Now bending the knees, release the arms, and then we're going to one hand over the back of the other. We're going to come up into one more gentle back bend. Inhale up, arms out to the sides. Beautiful. Bring the legs back in a bit, but not quite to shoulder width stance. You still want them a little bit wider. And soften through the knees. Soften through the knees. Bring your hands to your low back, to your kidneys. We're going to work our kidneys a little bit more. So we're going to start with kidney breathing. And I'll just turn to the side. Hands over the low back. And we want to start with kidney breathing. So we want soft bend in the knees. And what we want to do, we're going to inhale and exhale through the nose. As you inhale, you want to tuck the tailbone. So inhale, tucking that tailbone. And then when you exhale, just relax everything. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, breathe into the hands. Exhale, release. Inhale, expand that back into the hands. As you tuck the tailbone, and then release. Do a couple more. Inhale into the kidneys. And release. One more. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring that kidney breath into a movement called the turtle. And with the turtle, we have 3 levels that we can do this at. So you can come down here, hands just above the knees, and stay here if that's what's comfortable for you. Or I'm going to turn to the side actually to show this. So you can be here. Or you can come down a little bit further, elbows on the knees. Or you can come right off the knees, elbows are inside the legs. So now I'm going to turn again. So elbows just inside the knees. And now what we do in this position, we have a flat back. That's why I wanted to be to this side. You want a nice flat back here. And what we're going to do is we're going to breathe into those kidneys. So inhale. Feel that breath going into the low back. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale through the nose, expand the low back. Exhale, soften. Inhale. Exhale. And you want your head looking back down. You don't want your head up, but you also don't want to tuck the chin so too much so that you can breathe. Or that you're cutting off your air a bit. Beautiful. One more. And then after your exhale, bring your hands to your thighs. Come up nice and slow. I did that too fast there because I was turning. So we want to come up nice and slow. And just feel that energy circulating. You're going to feel it come right up likely, and that's exactly what it should do. And then we're going to inhale up and bringing this energy back down into the belly. So exhale, palms face towards you. You're directing the chi back into your lower dantian. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands over the belly. We're going to do deep belly breaths, just a few rounds here. Bringing that breath back down. Bringing the energy back down. This is our power center here, so we want to store any excess energy here so we can tap into that throughout the day. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do the turtle one more time here. So again, you can be here, or you can come down, elbows on top of the knees, or the elbows can come off the knees, just inside, pressing out just lightly, and you want a flat back and breathing in and into the low back, breathing into the kidneys. Feeling the low back expand as you inhale, and then it relaxes as you exhale. And if you need to come out of this early, before I do, please do that. You're really strengthening your legs here. One more full round of breath here. Inhale into the kidneys. And release. Then hands on the thighs, and we're going to roll up nice and slow. Nice and slow. And notice, feel that energy rise. And just be with it for a moment. Beautiful. Now we're going to inhale up. Exhale. Bringing that energy back down into our lower dantian here. Inhale. Exhale. Just bring the hands over the belly. And we'll take a few deep belly breaths here. Beautiful. Just release the arms. Let's start to shake. So shake the hands, shake the wrists, shake the elbows, shoulders, and then I should have had us come back into about a shoulder width stance. Now we're back into that stance. This is our normal stance. And you can bounce into the knees, bounce into the heels. Release your head and neck. Heels can come off the floor or stay on the floor. And we're going to do the healing sound for the kidneys as we do this. So we're going to inhale through the nose, and we're going to exhale with the sound, one of the healing sounds for the kidneys, which is like C-H-O-O-O. So it's like, it's almost like C-H, and my teacher Lee describes it as like you're trying to blow out a candle. So it's inhale through the nose, and then one more. And then just start to slow that down. Slow it down until you come to stillness. And simply close your eyes and notice. Just feel your energy moving. You might have some tingling in your hands and fingers. Then opening your eyes, coming back. Beautiful. So we've done a lot of what we call activation. We've done a lot of breathing, stretching, activating, and even purging with the mouth exhales, a lot of purging. So now as we go into our flows, we generally want to keep the breath in and out through the nose. So legs shoulder width apart. You want your weight a little bit more into your heels. Tailbone drop down towards the floor. crown of the head, your little spiral spot here, have that going up to the sky, up to the universe. So your chin is tucked just a bit. And when you're in this nice straight stance with soft knees, that helps keep your spine straight, and it also helps take pressure off your neck and shoulders. You'll likely feel your shoulders drop a bit. So arms to the side, and we're simply going to float the arms up on an inhale. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice and slow. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Next time we come down, we're going to pause here, and we're going to do the primary 5 elements flow today. So you want your hands around in front of you, arms away from the body, unless you need to have them tucked in for comfort for your shoulders or any part of your body. So we're going to start with the metal element today, as we do with our 5 elements flows. We're doing them all, and that's connected to your primary organ. The yin organ is the lungs, and secondary organ, or the yang organ that the lungs are connected to, is the large intestine. So we're going to do this flow called Buddha holds up the earth. So we float the hands up. When you get to the lungs, palms face towards the lungs, and then you spiral the thumbs and hands out and up, looking up at the hands. And then we spiral the hands back down, facing towards you, back down to the starting position. So the breath is inhale. So we're coming up. Pause the breath just a moment here. And then exhale as you come down. Pausing the breath momentarily again as you come back to the start position. So we inhale. Exhale. This flow is great for calming the mind. One more time. And exhaling down, coming back to the starting position. And then release your arms to the sides. Beautiful. Our next element is the water element, and that is the element associated with winter. And that is also associated with the kidneys. That's the yin organ, the organs for winter. The yang organ connected with the kidneys is the bladder. So we hinge the hips back, lean forward a bit, and let the arms float forward. The backs of the hands face towards each other without touching, and then we come up midline of the body all the way up to the upper chest, and then we float the arms out and down. This is called the fountain. Hinge at the hips, backs of the hands towards each other. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. This flow is also great for creating calm, tranquility, bringing in gentleness. It helps us release stress. I mean, just think anytime you're sitting by a lake or a river, even an ocean, doesn't that instill a sense of calmness and tranquility? You could imagine you've got a bubbling spring beneath the soles of your feet that's coming up your legs, into your abdomen, and even from your abdomen up to your chest and out. And as we exhale down, releasing any non-beneficial energy down to Mother Earth. She can compost it. Inhaling up that beneficial water energy, pure, clean, clear water. And of course, the water element is so important. Our bodies are, I forget the exact percentage, something like 80% water. So it's really important for us to nurture that, keep it healthy. This is our last one. Inhale up, exhale down. Coming back into this posture here, which is actually called low embrace the tree. And the next element is the wood element, and that's connected to the liver and the gallbladder on the right side of your ribs. And this flow is called tree sways in the wind. So we're going to turn to our right, float your hands up alongside your ribs all the way above your head. Soft fingers, soft wrists, and then you float the arms out and down. Now we're going to turn to the opposite side, the left. Inhale as the hands float up alongside the ribs, fingers above the head as you turn to the front, and then we exhale down. So we pause each time we turn. So pause the breath here. Turn, inhale up, turn to the front, pausing the breath, and exhale down. Pausing the breath, turn, inhale, exhale. Continuing the flow from side to side. This flow helps us cultivate kindness, compassion, resiliency. You can imagine tree roots growing out from the soles of your feet down into the earth. As we bring our hands up alongside the ribs, there's an energy pathway for the liver along both sides of the ribs. We'll do one more to each side here. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold this down. Release. And give your arms and legs a shake if you need to in between flows. We're not used to necessarily this static standing. And so let's bring our arms up now into a nice big, it's called Embrace the Tree. So imagine you're hugging your favorite tree that's exactly the size of your arms, circling around it like this. Drop those shoulders down. Weight a little bit more into the heels. As we go into our next element, which is the fire element, and that is connected to two yin organs, the heart and the pericardium. Pericardium is the protective sac or tissue around the heart. The yang organ for the heart is the small intestine. So let's bring our right palm down, palm facing towards the floor. Shift your weight over to your left leg, then turn on the hips and the waist, and then we're going to switch the hands. So this bottom hand now comes up, nice roundness, palm facing towards the heart, and the other hand now palm facing towards the earth or the floor. Shift your weight, turn on the hips and the waist, and then switch your hands. So we shift the weight, turn, switch the hands. This is called cloudy hands. If you do Tai Chi, it's very similar to wave hands like clouds, and this is without the foot movement, of course. And for the breath for this one, simply continue your inhales and exhales through the nose in any way that works for you. You may wish to inhale one direction, exhale in the opposite direction. This is great for cultivating love and joy and even patience. Sometimes we need to be a little more patient with ourselves first and bring that love and joy into ourselves first. It's like filling up your own cup before you have that to give to others. And that's why I love this practice so much. It helps us release stress and increase our energy. So you have more energy both for yourself and for others. Beautiful. We're going to do one more in each direction. And then we're going to come back to center after this last one. Beautiful. Face your palms down towards the earth, towards the floor. We're going to go into our fifth and final element. The final element is earth, and that's connected to the yin organ spleen. Your spleen on the left side of your ribs, also on that same side, your stomach and your pancreas. And some folks ask how come there isn't an air element in the 5 elements in this Qigong practice, and it's because air is in all of the elements. So here we go with pebble in the pond. You bend your knees, hinging at the hips, and you float your arms out, and you're in a nice squat, almost like you're going to sit in a chair. So you don't want to be leaning over too much, like losing your balance. Keep your weight into those heels. And we float the arms back around towards the abdomen. So bend the knees, hinging at the hips, palms face down. And we exhale. So we float the arms out. Inhale as we straighten up and bring them back in towards the belly. exhaling out any non-beneficial chi, inhaling in that beneficial chi. And as we're dealing with a lot of digestive organs here, this is great for digestion. This helps us release worry and some anxiety, and bringing in feelings of being grounded as you're connected to the earth, feeling more balanced, even feeling more open. Exhaling out, inhale into that lower dantian. Exhale, inhale. Let's do one more right here. Exhale. Inhale. Beautiful. Release the arms down to the sides. And we're going to pull down the sky, or also called pull down the heavens. So we inhale as the arms come up. Then the palms face towards you as we exhale down. Bringing any excess energy down here into our lower dantian, our belly. We store it there for use throughout the rest of the day. So you can tap into that power center. Dantian translates into elixir field. Last time here. We're going to bring our hands over our bellies, connecting the webbing at the thumbs and the index fingers, bringing your legs closer together, closing down the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Weights a little bit more into your heels as we go into bamboo in the wind. So if your body wants to rock and sway like a bamboo in the wind, allow it to do that. Let it find its own center. Nice slow inhales in and out through the nose. And then opening the eyes, coming back, and give everything a little bit of a shake, and find a comfortable position for meditation. I'm just going to grab my chair and I'll be right back. Getting into a position that's comfortable for you. Give your body a little wiggle, a wriggle, settling in, getting comfortable, connecting to whatever surface you're resting on. Closing down the eyes. Bringing your attention back to your breath. As we did some energy work today with our whole bodies, but particularly we did some extra focus for the kidneys. I invite you to turn your attention to your low back, to your kidneys. And if you wish, you can even place your hands there. But you don't have to. If you're laying down or it's just not feeling like you want to do that, then don't do it. Just turn your attention to your low back. And each of our organs has a healing color. And the healing color for the kidneys in this particular practice, there's different colors in other practices, but in this particular practice, healing color for the kidneys is a deep blue. It's deep yet also bright. And you can imagine that beautiful deep blue color swirling all through your low back into both your kidneys, even nourishing your adrenals. If you like a visual, I often like to visualize a really deep inland lake, that deep blue color. As you inhale into your back, feel your back expand into your hands. Depending on your position, even tuck your tailbone a little bit as you inhale in. And if you have your hands at your low back, but you just release them now, bringing your hands and your arms to whatever position's nice and comfortable and relaxing for you. But to continue to inhale and exhale through the nose with your attention on your low back, your kidneys, visualizing that deep blue color. Deep blue water energy swirling and nourishing your kidneys. Kidneys have an extra load to carry in winter, so it's nice to send them some extra nourishment. Bringing in the energy of calm and tranquility. As you breathe out, as you exhale, release any stress. I invite you to bring your hands over your belly, just below your navel, over your lower dantian. We're going to circle all the energy we've cultivated here. So start to make clockwise circles with your hands over your belly. Go up your right side, go down your left. Swirling in all that beautiful energy you have cultivated in your practice today. Storing it here. Then start to make the circles smaller and smaller. And bringing your hands to stillness. Another couple of breaths here, in and out through the nose. And then slowly opening the eyes. You may wish to flutter your eyelashes, blink a few times. Coming back to being present and aware. Ah, beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me today. I am super grateful for you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.